and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here to participate in Day 4 of Echo Zero. Cha, 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 babies, 80's Week 2025. Yes, indeed. The ever-awesome Echo Zero has tasked people in the community to review a movie that is non-horror related, or any content. That's my take for this year. Any content that's from the 80's, that's non-horror, and that it's something that we haven't talked about in previous years. Yes, indeed. And we've talked about a few doozies, but I'm going to throw you a curveball with a movie that came out in the 80's, but might not be well known for a lot of people, unless you're like me and you like watching a lot of random weird shit. Now, this particular movie, I didn't know existed, I must admit. I didn't see it in the 80's, you see. But it's a movie that, when I found out about it, I was like, holy shit, Hollywood. Do you even have an ounce of originality in your bitter, corrupt bones anymore? For you see, I am a huge fan of Nicolas Cage, and I've seen a lot of his movies. Still discovering new movies as I continue to grow old and withered and pathetic. But one of his movies is City of Angels. Wait, was it City of Angels? I think it was City of... I'm turning old and feeble. Have I mentioned that? But yes, I think it was City of Angels, where he plays this angel that's like a guardian angel, and he's looking over Meg Ryan and Googling her and doing weird shit, like probably looking at her in the shower as she's washing herself up, and then as she's eating. It's really quite disturbing. And the angel meets a fallen angel, you could say. Someone that renounced the glory of God and wanted to live among the stinky, evil, corrupt humans that he looked after. And Nicolas Cage's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that, dude? Why would you denounce the grace and glory of the Lord for humans? And he's like, humans are awesome, man. Yeah, sure, there's a bunch of shitty people, but some of them are really cool, and they have good food, and they have stuff like smoking and booze and marijuana. It's great. And Nicolas Cage decides to like, well, you know what? I really want to bang this chick. I'm gonna turn human. And he does. And we discover that in this universe, the universe of City of Angels, God has a sick sense of humor, because like, ha ha ha, you denounced me for that chick. Well, I'm gonna put her in a car accident, and then she dies. And ha 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 ha. And Nicolas Cage is left as a human without his hot chick to bang anymore. But he discovers the pleasures of living. The end. And that was not a review for City of Angels, because that did not come out in the 80's. But you know what I found out? That City of Angels is a remake of a different movie. Wings of Desire. Wings of Desire. Right there. Because it has this really sticker I haven't been able to get out. Yes, indeed. This is a European film It's about this angel that is watching over people. And he's like, these humans are very peculiar. And I want to be like Ariel, and saying like, I want to be a part of their world. So he turns human and falls in love. This inspired that Nicolas Cage movie. I thought that movie, when I saw City of Angels, was pretty original, but turns out no. It was just a remake of this movie that came out in the 80's. Oh, Hollywood, you piece of shit. Came out in 1987. So when I found out, I made it a point to track down and watch this movie, and track it down I did. And here it is, Wings of Desire. Imagine my disappointment when I saw that movie, because I liked City of Angels. Because especially of the twist, like, you fell from grace and you wanted to bang that chick, and now she did. Made me chuckle for a bit there. Didn't feel bad for Nick Cage, I actually laughed, which gave me some very bizarre looks from the rest of the people in the movie theater, but I don't know, that got a laugh out of me. And so yeah, It's an original movie. It's ripping off or adapting or remaking Wings of Desire. This movie is a little bit more artsy fartsy. It's really good. I really like the direction. I really like the cinematography, and it's really good. But you know, if you like Nicolas Cage for Nicolas Cage, like I did, you'll watch the other one. But I wanted to talk about my experience and introduce you to Wings of Desire. Yes, indeed, the movie that Hollywood ripped off and made City of Angels. But this is really good. And again, came out in the 80s, really good direction, really good atmosphere, and everything. Highly recommend this one. I do want to upgrade this one because unfortunately, this particular copy that I found has a little bit of water damage there. That's always sucky for my movies, but I haven't been able to find a different copy of this. So the disc plays fine, but that kind of bugs me. I need a little bit of water damage. But have you seen Wings of Desire? Did you already know that the Nicolas Cage movie is a remake of that? And did you enjoy this version over the Nicolas Cage one? Because the other version is really good because of Nicolas Cage. But this one is really good because of the acting, directing. Well, not the acting. Well, the acting is pretty good. But the acting, the directing, the cinematography, everything. Again, I like this one too. Let us know in the comments down below. But until we see you all again next time for the next day in Echo Zero's 80s Week Challenge. This is Professor Macabro, still recording for the Work in Progress Spooky Shed, thanking you and wishing you, like always, a good evening.